Most people don't lose because they're lazy. They lose because they're thinking at the wrong level. Every day, millions of people wake up, work themselves to the point of exhaustion, and go to bed wondering why the needle hasn't moved. They believe that if they just put in more hours, if they just grind a little harder, the breakthrough will finally come. But the truth is much more uncomfortable. Hard work is a prerequisite, but it's not the variable that determines the outcome. There is a fundamental difference in the way the top 1% of achievers view the world compared to everyone else. This isn't about having more talent, more money, or better luck. It is about a specific mental framework that changes everything you do. Once you see this mindset shift, you will never be able to unsee it. It explains why some people seem to effortlessly pull ahead while everyone else is stuck in the mud, spinning their wheels. Most people are playing a game they don't even understand, while winners are busy rewriting the rules. If you want to understand why your effort hasn't translated into the results you expected, you need to stop looking at your calendar and start looking at your mental software. We are about to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be, but it requires you to let go of everything you think you know about success. If you felt stuck despite doing everything properly, you're not alone. You see others who are less skilled, educated, and possibly even less diligent than you achieve what you've been chasing for years. Feels random, feels unfair. You may have thought they were lucky or had connections you don't. It relieves you of responsibility for your stagnation, which is comfortable. You've spent nights staring at a screen or bank account, frustrated because the math doesn't make up. Despite your best efforts, you produce nothing. If you've ever wondered, I'm doing everything right, so why isn't it working? Pay attention now. The frustration you experience is a symptom. It indicates your thinking has reached its limit. Problems can't be solved with the same consciousness that caused them. Misalignment in your approach is why you're stuck, not lack of effort. You probably hold faulty beliefs from stuck individuals. We're raised to think popular counsel is helpful, but it locks us in mediocrity. Our instructions are just work harder. Tell us to stay motivated. People say just believe in yourself. Though not inaccurate, these feelings are dangerously incomplete. They prioritize effort and emotion over strategy and leverage. Working harder on a weak strategy accelerates failure. Running in the wrong way while motivated will get you further from your goal. Motivation is emotional and fleeting. You've lost if your success depends on Tuesday morning feelings. This popular counsel fails because it equalizes every hour of work. It expects a brick wall will move if you keep pressing. Winners think differently, not just better. They recognize that effort is limited and that the actual game is deciding where to use it. Most people are focused with volume, whereas winners are fascinated with value. They know that a mindset shift is about altering your approach to work, not just working more. This brings us to the moment of separation. This is the core shift that divides the world into two groups. Everyone else asks, what should I do today? They think in terms of tasks. They have a to-do list, they check the boxes, and they feel a sense of accomplishment regardless of whether those tasks actually built anything of lasting value. They are focused on the hustle, the short-term effort, and the immediate gratification of being busy. Winners, however, ask a completely different question. They ask, what system am I playing and how do I win it? Winners think in systems, leverage, and long-term positioning. They don't want to just do a task. They want to build a mechanism that produces a result whether they are working or not. While everyone else is focused on the output of their current hour, winners are focused on the architecture of their entire life. They realize that life is a series of games: the money game, the health game, the relationship game, and each game has a set of hidden mechanics. If you understand the mechanics, you can win. If you only focus on the tasks, you are just a pawn in someone else's system. This is the ultimate contrast. Losers focus on the what, while winners focus on the how and the why. They look for the points of maximum leverage where a small amount of input creates a massive amount of output. Let's use real-world instances to demonstrate. Most money-conscious folks save pennies. They will drive across town to save 5 cents on gas or spend hours searching for a coupon. To save a small amount of money, they are trading their most valuable asset, time. Winners focus on income systems, not penny savings. They focus on increasing their hourly worth or creating cash flowing assets. 3 hours spent learning a valuable talent is preferable to 3 hours spent saving $10. The ordinary fitness person needs inspiration. Gym attendance is delayed until they feel like it. They buy new sneakers and hope the thrill lasts. Winners create behaviors and situations that make failing difficult, not how they feel. They pre-plan meals and workouts like doctor's appointments. They make the healthy action the default. Most individuals chase techniques in business and profession. They seek the latest hack or fad. Winners pick the right game first. They know genius in a fading sector is futile. Before starting the engine, they find the suitable vehicle, market, and leverage points. They work hard, but on the right things. This change is strong but difficult, so most people avoid it. To blame chance, the economy, or your boss for your mistakes is easier than to acknowledge you're playing the wrong game. Beginning with systems rather than tasks minimizes excuses. You can no longer blame a time shortage once you realize you manage it. You can't blame people once you know you pick your environment. This method needs full responsibility. It makes you examine your life and see that your systems match your results. Your system keeps you broke. An unhealthy physique is designed for illness. The tablet is bitter. This maneuver requires long-term contemplation, thus most avoid it. You must give up comfort for control tomorrow. More pleasing to the ego is to complain about how hard you're working than to sit quietly and realize you're focusing on the wrong things. How do you instantly use this thinking shift? Start asking smarter questions, but don't quit your work or transform your life overnight. Question: what game am I actually playing? Are you playing look busy or get results? Are you playing to win or avoid losing? Second, study the winners of your desired game. Look at their thoughts, not their actions. Which systems do they have that you don't? What do they value you ignore? Third, ask, what matters most 12 months from now, not this week? This one question helps you ignore the daily grind and focus on long-term posture. Most of what seems vital now is unimportant in the big picture. Winners forgo the urgent to focus on the important. When you make decisions based on your year-long goals, your daily activities change automatically. You stop seeking short wins and start developing long-term success. This contributes to winners' silent advantage, a deep understanding most people overlook. Winners know strategic delayed gratification works. They will appear to lose in the short term to win in the long run. They're clearer than you, not more confident. Insecurity hides under confidence, but clarity is a superpower. When you know your method, you don't need constant motivation. Just follow the plan. Winners sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term power because they know what consistency and discipline buy. They tolerate the dullness and agony. Winners seek mastery, while others seek dopamine from social media notifications or little accomplishments. They know that true freedom is the power to construct a life where you're not a slave to your own desires or someone else's. Rare clarity makes it valuable. This is not about being smarter or luckier than others. Choose the correct game and play it intentionally. You have 24 hours and the same knowledge as everyone else. Your reality filter is the only difference. If you think like the majority, you'll receive the same results. When you change your mindset, the world changes. You see opportunities where you saw difficulties. See systems where there was anarchy. Once you change your mindset, outcomes follow. Your pursuit of achievement no longer requires desperation, like someone who fears it will never come. Instead, you create institutions that guarantee success. You decide every morning, are you going to join someone else's system or design your own? If this changed your mind, subscribe. We discuss topics most people ignore, but winners love. Even though it's not busy, the way to the top awaits anyone determined to change their viewpoint.